Monday.
Okay.
That is Punal.
Yeah. 19th. Yeah, we discussed this at Satsang. And yeah, that's fine. You can catch up later on.
Okay.
Yeah, Hema, go ahead.
Ayathavat. That means not yatha. Yathartham illama. Yathartham solrama. Ayathartham. What is not the reality. That is
Correct.
what it means.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
We have
Ayathavat.
to know things as they are.
They are. Yatha.
Yeah. Because
Actually, this Yatharthavadi Bahujana Virodhi saying undu. I mean, if you say the fact as the fact, he becomes enemy for everybody. உள்ளத சொன்னாக்க so that is the meaning இல்லையா one who
correct.
doesn't see things in the reality.
One who does not see things the way things have to be seen.
Okay. Actually, you were talking about the person who having some afflictions, doing yoga, pranayam, going to this, then Rama Japam, Krishna Japam and all that. தமிழ்ல ஒரு இது உண்டு, சந்தைக்கு கழுத வைக்க போனவன் கதை அப்படின்னு. Father and son going to the fair to sell a donkey. I don't know, everybody must be knowing that story. அந்த மாதிரி தான் நிறைய பேர் எல்லாம் சொல்லிகிட்டே இருப்பா. So finally we have to listen to our this thing.
Yeah, so correct. So this guy also listens to his conscience. Okay, this guy is not ordinary guy. Rajasi buddhi, okay, because tamasi buddhi is coming next, and so definitely he's better. But that's the nature. That's the nature. Yeah, Mahesh, go ahead.
You imagine sloka number 27 and 28. We translated 27 himsatmagaha as cruel.
Yeah.
And in 28, I don't know, this is the Naishkritika is cruel.
Naishkritika. How did I translate Naishkritika?
See, we said things like immature, irreverent, deceptive, cruel, lazy. Lazy is alasa. Shata is, I thought, was deceptive or cheating. And Naishkritika is malicious, maybe.
Yeah, we said not helpful to anybody. He is actually
So, I mean, my question is there a difference between Naishkritika and this himsatmaka? I thought it was different.
Yeah, Kritika is a type of himsa. It's a type of himsa.
So is it say malicious is a good word, like with wrong intention or wrong purpose?
Naishkritika, purposefully. These are all purposefully done. Luptaha, stabdaha, look at all this. Shataha, deceptive. So purposefully hurting others. Not helping others. Purposefully not helping others. So it has a tinge of himsa. It's definitely himsa only. There's also himsatmaka. But the previous one was Rajasa Karta, here Tamasa Karta. So, yeah.
Are they synonyms? That's my question.
They're not synonyms. You can say they're synonyms because then the meaning goes away. Then Tamasa and Rajasa becomes identical, So, everything has to be put together. Rajas has a force to it. Tamas, Naishkritika, yeah, there are similarities to it. And himsa is a very strong word. Himsa is a very strong word. And
but that's what we use for Rajasic, right?
Krishna used the word himsa. He used the word himsa for Rajas, correct.
In this book, overbearing is the meaning given. for that. Overbearing.
No, that is stabdaha, I thought.
No.
Yeah. Stabda is unbending or uncompromising, correct?
No. In this, I have a small copy. In that, for this Naishkritika, overbearing is the meaning given. I'm just.
Yeah, these are all
Because we
shades.
used to.
Yeah, these are all shades of meanings, Mahesh. Don't have to say they're synonymous. There is an element
And
of
then,
himsa in a Rajasa Karta. There is an element of himsa in the Tamasa Karta also. Is there?
I'm just wondering whether cruel is the right translation or something else. That's my question.
What translation did we give for cruel for what word? Or
No,
both
this
words?
Naishkritika we said cruel. So we said that same meaning for Himsatmaka.
Okay. We translated Naishkriti as
Cruel.
No.
okay. So this first of all, this must be Anaishkriti, right? Or is it Naishkriti?
No, Naishkriti. Naishkritikaha.
Why does my book say Anaishkriti?
No, Naishkritika, Guruji, you said is no use to others.
Yeah, but what is the actual word in the book itself? Is it Naishkriti?
Here
or
it says Naishkritika only. The way it's split.
Naishkritika only it is.
Naishkritika only, right? Trying to find that word. Okay.
Could it be sadistic?
Could be. There is sadism also, of course. So all related. These are all related here. So we need to look at the vyutpatti of the word Naishkritikaha. Okay. And then start from there. We should not start from translations. So we'll see. One of you can look up the meaning in Vachaspatyam.
And okay, we can. Another question I have is that we used the word irreverent. Does that refer to shata? Stabda or something else?
What? Tell me all the words. Tell me all the words.
We said immature, irreverent, deceptive, cruel, lazy, and sadness.
No, okay. Ayuktaha, immature. Prakritaha. Sorry. Ayuktaha is what?
Disturbed.
Disturbed. Yeah, disturbed we said. Immature is prakritaha. Then?
Stabdaha.
Is that irreverent? Is stabda?
Impolite.
I think can I talk or multiple people are talking?
No.
Impolite, Maheshji.
Yeah. So it was the third word as impolite. So that refers to stabdaha. Then what? Shataha, deceptive, dishonest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then Naishkritikaha. So Mahesh, did you get that? Starts with Ayuktaha, disturbed onwards.
Yeah, that I got it. My only question was irreverent. That's what it translated. Which word is that? That's my question.
I may have said irreverent to Prakritaha is immature. Stabdaha.
Stabdaha is the only thing I can think of.
Guruji,
Okay.
for Stabdaha, you said impolite. Swamiji has said irreverent. But you use the word impolite.
Okay. Yeah, it's possible because I look at both translations, Puja Swamiji's and Paramarthanandaji's. And so sometimes
one of the dictionary I looked up said Stabdha is uncompromising or unbending. I don't know whether that is context-wise relevant. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to interpret it. Yeah, whenever you look at a word, you have to interpret. Finally, you have to understand it. So if you can connect these words,
irreverent is like more not having reverence, right? So
that also could be uncompromising. Because the guy, some compromise is there. Reverence also requires that I must go down to something. So if I'm
Or is a stubborn is a better word. I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to figure it out, Maheshji. These words are all English words. And how we understand these words is anybody's guess. This is the overall meaning we've said. And so now you're welcome to bring in other words as long as it is connecting to what Krishna is saying. And then you have to go to the root also. Sometimes you have to go to the root. Kalpadruma. What does Kalpadruma say? What does Vachaspatyam say? How do you break it up? And that is another way to get at the meaning of the word. So that becomes the Vyutpatti Artha, then there is a Rudi Artha also, commonly understood meaning, etc. But then these are all related, yes. You can't draw just a hard line between these words also. Yeah. There is this one. Okay, Naishkritika.
And this Dhriti is it firmness or fortitude? What is that?
Yeah, fortitude also sometimes the word is used. Fortitude.
Because in the shloka, in the mantra 28, 26, also we use the word Dhriti. Krishna used the word Dhriti.
Okay. Yeah, fortitude, same meaning as perseverance. Same meaning, yeah. Anything else?
Tenacity.
Okay.
Tenacity also can be the meaning, no?
Sure, we can do that. Anything else?
Guruji, since Mahesh ji raised this question, I was thinking is Arjuna's despondency in that moment, is he a Ragi or a Vishadi? Because we say Vishada Yoga, right? Like Moha, he is engulfed in Moha. That's what we say. That means that moment he doesn't want to act. He's like, it looks as though he's passionate, but then alasi also. So the gunas, I was just trying to understand. Is it tamas which is engulfing or the rajas where he doesn't know dharma and other? He's confused.
There's both. All factors will be there. See, everybody has all factors. You should never assume that somebody has only an alasi person. Tamas is only alas. Then rajas no alas. You can't say that. Alasya is there even for a satviki buddhi, but not predominant. Predominant. That's the way to look at all these things. And so he's a ragi, he's a vishadi, mohi. He has moha also. Therefore, mohi. Correct? Mohi, Sanskrit word. He just came up with a new word. So he is moha asya asti iti mohi. So which is predominant?
Probably these shlokas are to make us understand predominantly at that particular point of time what are the emotions playing across. You should be able to watch, not in others, in yourself.
Yeah, so correct. What are the prized values we can get from here? We're not trying to eliminate any value. Adharma is eliminated. Adharma is to be eliminated. But everything else, we have to maximize what is sattvika buddhi, sattvika attributes. Right? Maximize, that's all we can say. Because alasyam is always there. Everybody is perceived to be lazy at some time. But you minimize it to a point where it doesn't affect you at all. Correct? Doesn't affect you at all. So yeah, Vishadi, Ragi, all phases. Sadness. When sadness is predominant, then he becomes a Vishadi. He's not even a Ragi at that time. See, the Raga doesn't come at all there. Because he's saying, I'm not interested in all these things. He's an Aragi, in fact. I'm not interested in family, he says. I'm not interested in heaven. What is the use of heaven after killing my relatives? This is the sentence he's saying.
So there it is, Buddhir Vedam.
So I'm saying that He is not even a Ragi there. Vishadi is correct. That's why Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Nice title they have given. Buddhair Vedam is different. That is, I don't know what you mean by Buddhair Vedam.
Because his intellect, I was thinking his intellect just now we came across, no? He's not able to understand the difference between what to do at that particular point of time because of Vishada. Maybe that buddhi is just clouded.
No, it is clouded. No doubt about that. No doubt. Vishada is a result of a clouded buddhi.
No clarity.
Yeah, it's a result of a clouded buddhi. And he does say also. He does say that. I am confused. He accepts it.
Yeah. Karpanya dosha.
Correct. Correct. Vaidyaji, go ahead.
Yes, I wanted to say that clearly Arjuna is confused about dharma and adharma and is completely opposite, right? He's saying that it's better to give up and run away than to fight. Because there the correct thing to do is to fight. And he's saying the correct thing to do is run away. So it's exactly the opposite. So that's why it's Vishada and Tamasa that is taking over Arjuna at that time.
So, in fact, next shloka, we have not. Next shloka says exactly that.
Correct.
Ayathavat, the next shloka takes it a little further, Krishna. Viparitan is what you just said.
Correct.
Taking dharma to be adharma and adharma to be dharma. Ayathavat is give some room. Give some elbow room is there. But Viparitan means exactly opposite. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly the mindset of Arjuna at that time.
Also says Viparitani cha pashyami.
Correct.
That's a little different. But no, that says I'm seeing all these weird things, he says. He doesn't, I don't think it means I have understood things wrongly. I don't think he's saying that. Viparitani pashyami, I see all these bats are flying when the bat should not fly. Something, I don't know, we have to imagine something.
Yeah. And then just one brief comment, Jaykumarji, on the word shata. The shata word comes in if you watch some old, serials like Mahabharata and all. So Shakuni will say, Shatayantra rachate hain. Shatayantra. That's a deceptive game. Or deceptive machination. Huh?
Let me be the architect of that next.
Correct. The Shatayantra.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Prasad, go ahead.
Jaykumar, the mind itself is it's a total sattvic aspect, right, of the Panchabhutas, as defined even in Tattva Bodhakari. And the object itself is tamas, right? Objects are all tamasic. So when you talk about rajasic, improper understanding, and knowledge is also sattvic. That happens between through the senses and the mind. Knowledge is sattvic. We can say that, right? Because it happens in the mind. Mind is sattvic, hence knowledge is also sattvic. So the rajasic, the improper understanding, is because of the bondage between the sattvic mind and the tamasic object. Is that correct? To understand that way?
Mind is sattvic does not mean, two things are there. Mind as an entity is born of sattva aspects of the Panchabhutas, correct? That's what we said. But what the mind is used for, what it thinks, need not be sattvic. That's different. That's why he has to work with these Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, etc. He says. The thinking faculty is a sukshmam, and it is born of sattvic aspects. It's not gross. Okay. And what the mind is about to think can also be one of the three. One of the three. Yeah. Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. So that's what it is. Mind can think of anything.
Becomes rajasic because obviously it interface with the object and because of the desires which comes through desires, right?
That is all okay. That is all okay. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. Krishna is you saying that. So it all depends on that. Yeah, association with object, obviously. But thought itself is an object, thought of an object. And so there is a lot involved in this. It's a lot involved in this. Well, karma is involved, vasana is involved. So it's very complicated. But Krishna is suggesting these possibilities are there. So use that to identify where you stand. So we can't attribute it to the object. The object is to blame for my bad thoughts. No, we don't accept that. We don't accept that. You know why? Because free will is here, not there. Free will is not in the object. Free will is here in this buddhi. So we can't blame our problems on the surroundings. Even though we need good surroundings to help ourselves, we can't blame our surroundings for our.
Actually, we are not blaming here, but based on our, like you said already, the samskaras from the past lives and this life, the desires which comes up is obviously based on my unfulfillment because I am apurna, I am not purna. That is which you already said, the avidya, that I am not, which I do not know myself. So that apurna gives me that the ignorance that when I look at the objects in the mind, because of those samskaras, it's not just the object itself, but it's like interfacing between these two, right? That is sattvic and tamasic, both are there. So because of which these varieties or combinations might be possible in the mind. Right, the samskaras, the complexity what you talked about already, that in association with the object which is desire for that would create different varieties of these rajasic aspects and.
Right. No, that's fine. I mean, an object is needed. Without an object, there is no thought.
Mm-hmm.
To have a thought, there has to be an object. Even to have a thought, you need an object.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Even to have a thought, an object of the thought must be there. Yeah.
Even for the desire, object is necessary. I mean, without object, the desire we cannot define.
Right. Good.
Thank you.
Anything else? Good.
Jayakumarji, what time is the Swamiji's birthday celebration starting tomorrow for Indian Standard Time?
So tomorrow, we said we want to finish at 7:15. What should we start at 6:15 or should we start at earlier than that?
Last time is 6:15. So yes, 6:15 to 7:15 should be good.
We can do that. We'll keep it shorter than 15 minutes shorter than our typical Kathopanishad class. So 6:15 will start. That way everybody knows and will come at that time. And we'll have a 1 hour of remembrance and chanting. Good, I think. 7:15, I think last time they said they wanted to leave. Good, we'll do that. 6:15 IST morning.
Thank you, Jai Kumarji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanathaaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.